Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey. Thanks for joining the stream. Glad that you guys could be here. Give me a good morning in the chat if you are here. Let me know where you're saying good morning from. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, Brandon. Good morning, Pandas. Good morning, SW Blaze. Good morning, Mazar Lee. Good morning, Alex. Good morning, guys. Good morning from Belgium, Sergey. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Good morning, Daniel Eyes. Good morning, Cad. Good morning, Shannon. Yep. Time to learn how to read price action, find some good two-legged pullbacks, and hopefully make some money today. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey, let me know in the poll what kind of day you think today will be. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey, for the new pandas or fellow pandas, check out your emoticons. Added the Pikachu emoticon finally. These emoticons are so small it's hard to see, but that's a panda Pikachu. You have to look real close to see what it looks like. But that is a Pikachu. Enjoy your new emoticons. It's funny, I actually need a two-legged pullback emoticon now. Just a standard two-legged pullback one. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hey, while you guys are rolling in, I'm going to go over some of the trades. Hey, yesterday I actually had a red day, unfortunately. I knew yesterday I will be tilted. I just had a feeling I would have a tilted Tuesday, and I was 100% correct. I was actually up about $100 some. I had it, after off stream, post stream I was able to make a couple good scalps. I think on stream you guys saw my major trend reversal and I was up about 80, and I got this nice scalp here, two-legged pullback, hitting top of the trading range, and was able to scalp out right there. Decent signal bar. Came up 50, and then for some reason I just at the last 5 minutes of the day I just wanted to go into one more trade. I just wanted one more scalp, and I just saw that we were riding on this 20 EMA, and I thought we'd have one more push up here, and so I bought up, and then I saw it reversing, and then I saw a decent signal bar at yesterday's close, and I said, hey, we got a Pikachu here, let me get in with the Pikachu. With a scaled in, and then both of these got stopped out, unfortunately. And so I was actually down around $200 yesterday, and then from I was up 100 something, 150 maybe around there, and then down 200 after this scale in got stopped out, and it actually ended up reversing and actually not giving my point yet, but with the scaling down here, I would have been. But I just, it was so dumb. I don't know. I knew I was gonna be tilted, and I just felt it. But you gotta live and learn. And then last night, I actually took this one scalp, two-legged pullback, right here. First pullback, first entry, second pullback, and I came in at the top of the trading range, the one that we've been bouncing off this entire time, and I entered with the scalp here and was able to scalp out right here. 4 contracts, and I actually put this on and fell asleep, and so I didn't know if I was going to make it until I woke up, and then when I woke up I realized, oh nice, I made the scalp here, and Yeah, so that was an extra $200. So that's what the $200 are in the morning here. Actually, oh shoot, you know what? Don't have my account up, so you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. Sorry guys, okay, I have my account up now. You can see my account. I'm up 200 today, but that's because I made this 1 point scalp here last night. And so, and before the market begins, %72% of you guys think it's trading range day today. Hey Kern, hey, I'm just gonna call you Kern Gesund. Can I call you Kern for short? Because you're always in the, you know, in the on the stream, so I just like to be able to comfortably say your name. Let me know if you have a problem with Kern. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Scott. Welcome, Pandas. Welcome, welcome. Good morning, Brandon. 3 solid scalps this morning. Amazing. I did see this scalp here. I was tempted to take it with a higher low setup. Also, another higher low setup. It's a second entry higher low setup. You can see with the dark green number here of 2. So for those who are wondering, if you see a dark green 2, that means it's a higher low setup. If you see a dark red 2 or any number higher than 1, that's a lower high setup, as you can see here. Lower high setup, dark red 3. That's what the indicator. So let me go over what we're going here for those who are new to the stream here, because I know we get a lot of new viewers. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I trade only one instrument, the E-mini, and I only trade one single setup, the two-legged pullback. It's a price action setup. It's a setup that looks like this: first pullback, first entry, second pullback, or we can call it A, B, C. And we can see that the market tries to make 2 moves up, 2 attempts. And once it fails this second attempt to reverse the market, we like to enter into the next reversal, because most traders will be willing to come in, with the first reversal, and then after one pullback, after another reversal, when it reverses again, they are more likely to reverse their position or get stopped out completely. And so we like to find this setup in key areas such as moving averages, support resistance levels, trend lines, channels. For instance, if I bring this pattern onto the chart right here, we see we have a two-legged pullback. And this two-legged pullback was enough to make us a point. It does kind of reverse and do some stuff, but it does end up giving us a point. If I bring this pattern here, this two-legged pullback here, you can see on the chart, a two-legged pullback with a micro double bottom gives us a point, easy point right there for a scalp. Not saying those are the best setups to take, but those are two-legged pullbacks on the chart. And so we like to find this setup because in the right context, it's a greater than 90% probability to make 1 point. And for the E-mini, for every contract that you make 1 point on, you get it's $50. And so the whole idea of this strategy is, because we're trying to find the best setups possible, is not to go into a lot of setups, but to go into the best setups. And over time, as our capital grows, because this is a small account journey, I started with $5,000 and I started on April 12th, and currently my balance is at $6,894, and yeah, and that's just trying to grow this account. And as my account grows, the whole idea is you can increase your contract sizes. And so I started with 1 contract, and now I am moving to 2 contracts because I feel like we are in a place where we can do that and hopefully get some runners with you guys. I really feel like runners would be a good addition to the stream, because we like to learn how to manage runners as well, right? So Brandon Casey dropped the light for the 10 a.m. Yeah, so I put it in a possible goal for you guys to meet. 300 likes for AM whiskey. I don't think it's impossible. I know you guys can't do it, so I'm just gonna leave it up there, and just to let you guys know that's something that you cannot do. and I'm gonna just leave it there for you guys. I know it's gonna be impossible. So I am not worried you guys will get 300 likes on the stream, nor next stream, nor any stream from now on. Good morning, guys. Good morning from my pandas from Canada, Bill Jesso. Good morning, Scott. Good morning, SW Blaze. Good morning, D. Lou. Good morning, Jeff Fox. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Hey, Damien. If you want to know what I'm trading, there's a frequently asked questions in the description below. That's what we do here. In this stream, I trade only price action, and so on my chart, you'll see a bunch of trend lines and things like that. We like to use only price action here, and so on my chart, I know it's a little messy, but in terms of indicators, because I have all these like trend lines and everything up here, but in terms of indicators, we have very few indicators. We have 20 EMA, the solid blue line, 240 SMA, this dashed line, and two custom indicators. The two-legged pullback indicator, which marks and counts all legs for us. It also identifies for us second entries, as you can see here, second entries. And also the trading range indicator that automatically marks trading ranges using pure price action. And so, you know, if you have both, if you're using both in conjunction, you can see when you have two-legged pullbacks or second entries on the bottom of the trading range, it's good for a scalp. Top of the trading range, good for a scalp as well. And so when you use those in conjunction, we like to use these two things. And so, if you'd like to know more information about the setup, you can check out the description below. There's a couple playlists. If you'd like to know more information about the custom indicators, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. All right, that is it for the introduction. I am trading the E-mini right now, the 2000 tick chart. Welcome to the stream. Hey, let's get some scalps, pandas. Let's get some good scalps today. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hey, make sure you subscribe, support the channel by hitting that like button, and if you really want to support the channel and donate for my morning coffee, my AM coffee, you can become a panda for $4.99 a month, and I think with that you get the green name and the two-legged pullback badge. As time goes on, it will continue to develop. What else? You get custom panda emoticons that you cannot get anywhere else, and priority to answer your questions, because we do get a lot of questions on the stream, and so I also like to focus a lot on the charts, and so sometimes I cannot get to your questions, but if you're a panda, I'll try to get to every single panda's question regardless. SW Blaze scalped a point with a higher low setup. I'm guessing it's this higher low setup here. Let me know if that's the one, SW Blaze. Hot sauce, probably some sort of, gonna have to remove this guy. Okay, TVR is saying that his charts are looking the same, which is nice. It's always nice when the charts look the same. Macro, thanks, appreciate it. Thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for supporting us. David asks, those kind of strategies applies. Yes, these strategies do apply to the crypto market. It applies to any instrument with high volume. Market's about to open in about 15 seconds. Let's get some good scalps, pandas. Three, two, one. Hey, by the way, do not copy my trades. Trade at your own risk. Coming out the gates with a trap here. Let's look at the daily real quick. Let's get a sense of what might happen. I'm thinking inside bar today. If we get an inside bar, I think things are just coiling up for all the earnings that might be later, but I don't really care about what the earnings are, but the price action is reflecting what the market is doing, and I think the market is trying to do that. But we can see in the price action the market is waiting They're just waiting to pounce on something. It's coiling up. Gonna turn off this poll. 74% of you think that today will be a trading range day today, and I am in agreement. But hey, anything can happen. If we do break below yesterday's low, crazy things can happen. I do have that marked on my chart. Yesterday's low. We have an H4 setting up right off the bat, coming to the top of the trading range. But when you look at this, you see strong bullish behavior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 9 out of the last 11 bars have been bull bars. And every single bear bar, it's lasted one single bar and no serious pullback. So we do have buying pressure building up to the top of this trading range. You do have to be aware of that. I typically do like H4 setups, but because this is coming right out of the open, I'm going to probably sit on my hands even if it hits the top of this trading range here. I'm going to draw a simple trend line right here just to see if there's resistance here. H4 does trigger right here, as you can see with this reversal. And the H4 was good enough to get you a scalp. And that's the power of H4s. Don't mess with the H4. What's an H4, L4, you might ask? Well, check out the frequently asked questions. Pascal asks, are these indicators available on TradingView? They are not. And unfortunately, I don't think they will be because I don't think you can license indicators on TradingView. So that was an H4 setup. I was just hesitant because I saw this buying pressure. I just didn't know. From coming out of the gate, usually there's some interesting volatility that I don't like to mess with. So I like to see a few candles develop before I trade. And the 5-minute candle will hopefully tell us a little bit about the character of the market today. Right now, this is the first 5-minute candle. Spiked up, spiked down. 1 bar trading range looks like. As you can see, we've been stuck in this trading range for a very long time, this blue box. And we try to come back to the top of it, but notice how we missed coming to the top of it. That could be indication of where we might be going today. We might be going downwards because it did not have enough strength to come back to the top. 240 SMA acting as support right now. 240 SMA also curling up slightly, but we're not going to look too much into that. We're looking just purely at the price action here. But notice we did miss top of this trading range here. To me, that's a big clue. That's a big clue saying that the strength of the bears are stronger than the bulls at the moment. We're making lower highs essentially. And guess what? We made a lower low. Lower highs, lower low means downtrend temporarily. But I think we're stuck in this trading range until we no longer are. So it's just assume we're in this trading range until we break out. BG Investor asks, why don't I use range bars? I like to use candlesticks. Candlesticks give me a lot of information I feel like range bars cannot. Actually, I've never used range bars, so I don't know really the benefit of range bars, but I've just been using candlesticks. If you can build a good case to use range bars, I might look into it, but I feel like when reading price action, the candlesticks tell you a lot of information that I think is very important. This is a two-legged pullback, but not interested in this one. Not interested in this two-legged pullback. Because I saw strong bearish behavior by not being able to reach the top here, I have slight bearish sentiment. And so I'm not looking really to go long at the moment. Plus, we do have a strong downtrend to the bottom of this big channel. I'm going to zoom out for you guys just in case you guys want to see my channel going on right now. But this is my channel from this pivot low. And I had to keep readjusting it. It was on these pivots. But as it kept failing, I kept having to update it. So that's how it looks like right now. By the way, I do switch around time frames every once in a while. So whoever is in this second entry long, thoughts and prayers to you, thoughts and prayers. Anyone who took that second entry long here, thoughts and prayers to you. coming to the bottom of the trading range. If we miss the bottom of the trading range, then what we have here now is conflicting information, right? We have more coiling in a sense, more consolidation. We have in this one bar a double reversal, as you can see with the outside bar reversal. The indicator will tell you when one bar makes two reversals in one. So it broke down first, creating a trap off this second entry, and then reversed again, creating the first entry. It's the power of the indicator telling you all this information. Cole Martin said he took the short. Hey, thoughts and prayers to you. We do have a support right here, so I will not do either. I'm just sitting on my hands, not sure what's gonna happen here. The fact that we missed this makes me think we might go short, but sitting on our hands. Not enough information. Getting some chop now, as you can see, as we're hitting the bottom of this trend line. And we were able to make almost an entire point off this second entry here. It will have to hit the 50s to make a perfect scalp. We have not hit it yet. Makes a perfect scalp. Okay, let's do this. Nothing's happening. Perfect scalp reverses. This could be potential trap here. But, you know, I don't like to short into support as I have my trend line here and also the bottom of this trading range. As we're approaching support, I don't like to short into supports or go long into resistances. We did have this trend line and we do have a break of this trend line now. You're thinking now retest of this low if we were to reverse this, but we have to wait and see. So all the bulls who went long here, congrats. If you did a bye-bye money stop, you would have made your point. If you know what a bye-bye money stop is, it's a 1-to-4 risk ratio. Yes, you heard correctly. It's a 1-to-4 risk ratio. I can try to explain all the math to you, but when we have time, I may explain that later in the stream. Why I do a 1-to-4 risk ratio. We're looking for a greater than 90% probability. We do have a two-legged pullback forming here. But look how we missed the top and how we bounced off perfectly off the bottom here. You know, it's kind of hard to go short here knowing we just bounced off the support. But we're hitting our heads on this trading range now, created by the trading range indicator. It's about the midway point of the trading range. We do have ourselves a nice two-legged pullback forming here. Not sure if it's enough for me to take. Doji signal bar. I don't know if I want to take this two-legged pullback. It's just a doji signal bar. Getting pretty choppy here, but I don't like going short right when I know we bounce off of support. I typically don't like to go support or go short when we bounce off of support like this. Well, this is a two-legged pullback hitting at the bottom of the trading range, also the 20 EMA. If this makes a point, then so be it. I'm just have to skip this one. Gotta stick to my convictions. I don't like when things bounce off support. I don't like to go trade counter to that. Currently, trap has triggered. Not really interested going into this long either. I'm just like a little confused at the moment. So that was a trap. Confusing. Makes a two-legged pullback, fails to make a point, reverses, makes a trap. Trap is struggling to make a point as well. 75s, it makes a point on the trap. Trap makes a point. That's why I skipped that two-legged pullback. Don't like to go short when it bounces off of support. Falcon1 says, what does Mac mean it has to break trend line first? You can ask Mac that, but for me, what that means is when you have a trend line and it breaks and there's a solid close outside of the trend line, that's a break of trend line. What he's referring to is if you want to take a reversal, it must first break the trend line before you want to take a reversal. For instance, this trend line had to break first. So he would not want to go in this long. He would like to go on this long, right? The trap entry. So we're coiling up. We're hitting this, coming towards this trend line here. That's already been confirmed by this. But also this trend line has been confirmed. So we're just like bouncing between a really tight range right now. Kind of hard for me to make a scalp. Cole Martin says he's long at 41.80. Hey, thoughts and prayers. Hey, you would already made your scalp if you were. So congrats. Okay, now it makes an inside bar coming close to the top of the trading range, or this. Visuals, multimedia. Hey, check out the frequently asked questions to know what pair I'm trading. In the description. Shannon Sue asks, what do you consider when candles are around the 240 SMA? Hey guys, also if you have questions, go ahead and leave them there because, yeah, leave them in the chat while I'm reading the price action. I'll get back to them when I think we're in a kind of choppy range here, but potential setup here. I just like to focus on the, you know. So this is our first 5 minute. These are our first candles in the 5 minute. Big bear bar, no follow through, and then coming back up. This could either be a reversal or it could be trading range kind of day. The 240 SMA, well, what do I consider? Well, when you look at a 240 SMA, you can see how many times it acts as support. I treat it pretty much like any other support resistance level. Especially when it's really far away. Comes back down, and then finally when it touches it, it bounces off of it, touches again, bounces off of it. I just like to have it as another support resistance level. It's just a good place. I just see so many reactions on 240 SMA. That's why I like to have it. H4 just triggered. It's an ugly looking H4. Like this is an ugly look. Like look how ugly this is. Look how ugly this trend is right now. I can't believe how ugly this is. It's just so ugly coming up. It's one tick coming up, like 3 ticks coming back up. It does show me choppiness, and man, this H4 makes me want to go in this H4 now because of how choppy it is. It makes me think we're not going to be in a strong uptrend, but I think I would need a nice signal bar to consider it. Just because we have the top of the trading range here, typically acts as magnets. Kern says, took the failed second entry short. I'm guessing he took this one here. Hey, by the way, if you're finding lag in your stream, go ahead and put in a 2x speed. You should have about 20 seconds of lag. That's normal for pretty much any stream. Yeah, Wesley Carter, I'm talking to Tradeovate right now. He's asking if I can port this trading range indicator to Tradeovate, and I've been talking to Tradeovate support, asking them what are the processes of getting an indicator onto their platform. So Kern, he took a good second entry, failed second entry short here. I was worried because we had the bottom of this trading range, and I just was not sure. To me, it was so choppy. It could have came back down, and then did a test to this low and come back up. So it's just for me, just was not sure. Plus, I had a slight bearish bias because we missed the top of the trading range right here. Now we're breaking above it. We do have an H4 setup here, or really an L4 setup. I call it H4, L4 all the same things. Hey pandas, by the way, check out your new emoticon. I have a new Pikachu emoticon here for you guys. If you look closely, it's a panda with a Pikachu tail. Those who are new to the stream are wondering, why is this panda talking about Pikachus? If you want to know what Pikachu is, you can check out the description below, the frequently asked questions. I go into great detail on what a Pikachu is. We do have an H4 set up here. I kind of want to take it. But now that we're coming back up here, it makes me feel like this might break out, but man, it's just so coiled, so tight here. Kern asks, what is edge for? It's an H4, like the letter H. You can check out the description, the frequently asked questions, but H4 essentially is a second entry along with a trap. It's both a second entry and a trap at the same time. So it's coming back to the top of the trading range now. That it missed it before, but now it's coming back up. So this was a head fake right here. It's a juke. I thought it was going to come and break through because of how we missed the top of the trading range. And juked us, bounced off. Get your bone. Hey, thanks for the $4.99 donation. Hey, I know sometimes it's better to get lucky than be skilled. Thanks for the morning coffee, man. Hey, just become a member. You can get some of the emoticons. I do appreciate your super chats though. But hey, just become a member. You can get your green name and I'll give you some priority to your questions. Do appreciate it. Hey, let me know as we wait for a good setup here. Let me know what's in your mug today. What are you guys drinking? What are you guys drinking and how do you drink it? As you can see, we do have a spike in channel now. Now this is starting to become more than just a trend line up. It's becoming a spike. A breakout straight to the top of the trading range, as you can see by the trading range indicator, giving us exactly where the resistance is. Could not close above it. But right now, you're not looking to go short. What you're looking for now is a spike in channel, most likely. So typically after a spike or breakout, well, looking to the left of the charts, we do realize we're in a trading range, but this could potentially either give us a major trend reversal, right? It could break trend like this, retest the highs here, and then for me, look for a higher low setup. It could do something like this around this area, but note, seeing how this is like how many times have we hit the top of this, and seeing this buying pressure with strong bull bars, there's some evidence here that we might break out to the upside. And typically what does happen after a spike like this, it's the most rarest thing that can happen is this: spikes up, spikes down, A-top. That's what we call an A-top. For instance, this is an A-top. That's actually the more rare thing to happen. The most common thing that will happen is either spike in channel when it starts to go like this, starts to channel upwards like this. So it goes in the same direction, ascending channel, but in a less degree, and it starts to become a a channel. So automatically when you see a spike, you're thinking, okay, spiking channel, look for the spiking channel, look for the new pivot lows, look for higher lows here, and we can start trading off the higher lows. Or what can happen is just a trading range. We can start going into a trading range, and that's the other thing that might possibly happen. If that happens, then we have to look for this setup here. We have to look for the trades like this for trading range. So I'm thinking possibly spiking channel, and if the spiking channel doesn't work, then look for trading range. And the thing is, like, about spiking channels, this is what typically happens over time. After we spike in channel, we'll come to something like this, and we'll actually break down. Typically, spiking channels on ascending channels, it breaks down. It will break down back to around here, and then it will start to do this and give us a broader trading range. That's typically what happens. And so I know this looks crazy, but this is kind of what you look for and what you anticipate whenever you see these things happen. So you see the spike. Oh man, did you see that volatility movement? Just spike down, straight back to the trend line to retest it. Spike back up. We might have our spike in channel setting up here, but we gotta wait. But that H4 setup, again, it's an H4 setup that works out again. Yeah, sure. You guys drinking whiskey. I'm sure all you guys are drinking whiskey at 6 a.m. wherever you guys are at. Scott Hubbard, strong black coffee. If I didn't have to go to work, I would have Irish cream in it. Let's go. Hey, Frank Williamson, thanks for becoming a panda. Hey, fellow pandas. Let's say hi to our new panda here. Hey, enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge. It will form over time. And enjoy your emoticons. And also, enjoy priority answering to your questions and responding to your comments. Alright, gotta... Sorry, goodbye. Not sorry. E-mini, will I really drink? Hey, ask any of the pandas here, will I really drink if I get 300 likes? Hey, the reason why it's at 300 likes is because we already hit our 100 like and our 200 like goals. So that's why it's at 300 now. Mike Carroll says black coffee, Kirkland brand from Costco. You know what? The thing is about Costco, it's like, man, you can trust anything at Costco. It's like, their quality is so good. You know, you go to Costco and, you know, when you see Kirkland, typically when you think like Costco, like something like big commercially, you think, you know, a loss of quality, but not when it comes to Costco, man. When it says Kirkland, like I have confidence in their and any of their products. I personally love Costco. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, hey, hit that like button, subscribe so you can know next time I stream. Stream pretty much daily, starting from 9 a.m. and the opening session. And yeah, I like to trade the morning session with y'all. And so for those who are just chiming in, this is a small account journey. We started with $5,000 about 2.5 weeks ago, and now we have grown this account slowly, but surely. We'll grow this account. Trading only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. Douglas, even their golf balls are good. That's how you know they're legit. If the lag is crazy, hit that 2x button and try to catch up. If the delay is too much, if the delay is more than 20 seconds, hit the 2x button. Yeah, I wish Costco would sponsor me. That'd be awesome. I wish Buffalo Trace would sponsor me. I wish Costco would sponsor me. I wish whatever coffee I drink would sponsor me. Hey, maybe one day. A panda can dream. We got nothing on the board right now. We did have this two-legged pullback, but you know, this H4 setup, man, every H4 setup has been successful. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I just thought we'll break out. So I just, yeah, you gotta just maybe I should just trust my trading range indicator with H4 setups. It's just such a good setup. Brandon Casey, Frank Casillas, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Brandon Casey is a fan of Olive Garden, boys. My fellow pandas. Ryan just says you can also click live. Yes, I think you can click live, but even when you click live, there might be some more delay than it should be. And if that's the case, then the 2x usually works. But yeah, a nice little trick if you're not live already, hit live. But I'm suspecting that those who are live or those who are finding delay are already live or in the live status. So we are breaking out with some buying pressure here. Just know that typically breakouts do fail, and so we might look for that. But with strong bullish behavior, we might, bull bars ending near their high. These aren't big bull bars, but they are ending on their high here. You would like a strong bull bar to feel confident that this is a breakout, and then we're going to start trending for the rest of the day. See, the tricky thing is about things like this is that this is making everyone think we are in a bull trend. Like we're just going to be a bull trend, be up in a way. And, that's what the market is trying to make us think here. But you have to be on your guard because most breakouts fail. Most breakouts do fail. But hey, this could be, the market might know something. I do believe earning week or FOMC, something happening today. So the market might know something that we don't know. It might just start going up. But the thing is, we have price action tell us what the intentions of the market is. And if we start to get some two-legged pullbacks like this, some nice two-legged pullbacks off the 20 MA, might go long here. But I need some more evidence that we are in an uptrend. We do have a spike in channel here. We can use this for now. We can adjust it as we get more and more information. Spike channel. And so everybody says he prefers Panda Express. I thank you for going to my restaurant. Yes. I should be sponsored by Panda Express. Seriously. Seven says, do you concern yourself with high impact reports? Maybe a little bit. Maybe just in terms of if I should be in the market or not. I will always just use price action to know what trades to go in. But, if I see a good setup and it's around the time of a FOMC, report, I'll just take the setup as it is. I just see the price action as it is, thinking the price action will tell us everything I need. We do have a pullback here and then a trap all within one bar. This is the outside bar reversal, engulfing bar reversal. Steve Y says, did I already take 4 trades? Go ahead and look at Rewind. I explained a little bit, but the trade I took was right here. I took a short here last night, so that's why I'm up 200. I took 4 contracts right here to go short off the top of this trading range with a 2-legged pullback. Took this like around midnight and then fell asleep, and I woke up and I said, nice, extra $200. It took, I think, a couple hours for it to actually fill though. It took like maybe 2 or 3 hours for me to actually get this scalp here. I'm going to turn the outside bar reversals on just because I don't like it. You can turn on, you have freedom to turn it on, but I will turn it off. That's the beauty about the 2-legged pullback indicator. You can choose to have the outside bar reversal on or off. Yeah, man, I want to get your bone to become a panda. I mean, he could have been a panda for 3 months straight with how many super chats he's been giving me. And, I love the super chats, but hey, I would love you to become a panda. You go ahead and rewind. I go over what my loss was nominally. You can go back to the beginning of the stream. Damien says contract equals trade. I'm guessing Damien is new to futures. No, contract is not equal to trade. Every trade is a trade, but in the trade you can trade multiple contracts. And so for every contract for 1 point, that's a 4 tick move on the E-mini, it's $50. And so for every trade you can have as many contracts as you can afford. But with NinjaTrader it's a $500 margin. So if you have $500 in your account, you can trade 1 contract. If you have $1,000 in your account, you can trade 2 contracts at a time. And so for every point, let's say for 2 contracts, that means it'll be $100. This is what I'm trading now. I'm trading 2 contracts now with a almost a $7,000 account. Not interested in going short here. Not when we're in this kind of small pullback bull trend at the moment. We do have room to the bottom of this channel here though. I'm not super convinced that this is a strong breakout though. That is a perfect scalp right there. Michael Kronk says we might test prior day's high. And so that is a good scalp there, coming back to the bottom of the spiking channel. I'm not like super convinced this is a very strong breakout, but we are coming back. It's basically a breakout and retest of the top of the trading range at the moment. 20 EMA also with this trend line. So we do have a lot of things going for us just to go long on this first entry, but we'll skip this because we're only trading one single setup, the 2-legged pullback. I'm gonna look at the higher time frames. Higher time frames look like this. Look how choppy we've been last couple days. This is incredible. It's disgusting almost how choppy we have been. That's a 10K chart. Also, if you want to know what chart time frame I'm looking at, I gave a little bit more room on the top left of the screen. You can see with the maybe I can just maybe I'll do something else a little different. But yeah, you can see on top left, this is the 5 minutes. Very small though. I might change it up. The 5 minute is showing now bullish, so it's an opening reversal. We could have made the low of the day today. We could be on an uptrend all day today. According to the 5 minute, we had this strong bear spike, and then there's about 50% chance it's reversed, and it did. And this could be the low of the day right here. We could have hit the low of the day. The dailies are showing this, just more and more consolidation. I'm thinking if we have dojis like this on the daily, we probably create another doji. That's what I'm thinking. But from the 5 minute, it looks like we might be in an uptrend. Chad Michael asks, I wonder how good using price action on options works. Douglas Hill says he got his short hat on. Would it be too fast to put your short hat on? Personally, hey, by the way, you can do what you want. Trade at your own risk. Do not copy my trades. Do not trust any panda you meet on the streets. Vera asks, is there any additional charges for overnight trading in NinjaTrader? I don't, you know what, I've never held overnight. I do think the margins are a little worse. I'm not sure what the exact margins are, but I've never really had an issue. Because I'm trading so small on my account. Just 2 contracts with a $7,000 account. We have potential 2-legged pullback forming here. And we have the 20 EMA acting as support. So Chaz, how good is it using on options? You know what? I've never used it on options, but hey, it might be worth a try. It actually will be cheaper to trade options. The problem is with options that you need a $25,000 account if you want to do day trading, so you can bypass it, so you don't get hit by the PDT. Ryan S is looking for possible lower high. That is definitely something that we could be looking for, because we're thinking failed breakout. But I'm seeing a spike in channel here. I am seeing a spike in channel, so the lower high could set up for a some sort of type of Pikachu or um, maybe a failed second entry long or failed second entry short. Wesley Carter, your charts are so easy to read, man. It's always easier when someone else does it, right? I'm pretty sure everyone else can do this. It's not very hard. Just put a line here, a line here. You know, seeing this, how many hits they have up here, just putting a line there. It's just so much easier when someone else does it. John says PD2 rule doesn't apply to options. I think it does. At least on Robinhood it does. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. I just see the spiking channel and I see some confirmation on that spiking channel here. I wonder if this is the actual channel from the spiking channel. Hard to say. Either it's this one or it's this one. Oh, with the cash account, yeah. If you have a cash account, then PDT rule doesn't matter. If you want to know what time frame I'm in the 2000 tick time frame, but you can see on the top left of your screen, very small letters, you can see that it says 2000 tick. So these are the indicators I have on my chart, and you can see within the indicator the data series. It's a 2000 tick on the ES. This first entry makes a absolute scalp. Yeah, so Douglas Hill says PDT rule applies to option stocks, but it does not apply to futures, which is why futures is nice to trade because you don't have to have a large account to do day trading. You know, I have a $7,000 account, but I'm day trading. I don't need a 25K account, and because of the margins are so good on NinjaTrader, you know, I can trade with these small accounts and day trade. Yeah, I know it's hard to see. I probably will do something. I'm playing with my overlays right now still. You know, I just began streaming maybe about about 2.5 weeks ago, and so still trying to figure out. You know, I personally think when I look at my screen on my like, I want to give the information to you guys, but I think it looks ugly. I think my overlays right now are kind of ugly. It's just text everywhere, and it's very functional. I would like it to look a little nicer for you guys to have a little more aesthetic. And yeah, so every time you guys, you know, become pandas, all of this stuff I'm thinking about putting back into the stream, trying to create better overlays for you guys, and you know, maybe even you know, pay someone to consult with someone to see how to set up a nice stream, you know, for the best viewer experience. But you know, it'll come all through you know, you guys becoming members, you know, all of that just reinvest right back into the stream, you know. I want to see a spike. I want to see it to like a pullback here. But this is not indicative of, to me, to a strong breakout. And so I would understand if you want to go with a lower high to trade the failed breakout here. Notice that we came up here in an uptrend and most likely will come out with an uptrend. Most likely continuation uptrend. Plus hitting off the support here perfectly. I wouldn't be surprised if this does go up. Hey Kern, thanks for the donation, appreciate it. The 195, I believe it was a Swiss franc, so I do appreciate it. I know you've been following for a long time, and yeah, I think Kern, our fellow friend here, our fellow human here, not a panda yet, our fellow human is he's a pretty seasoned trader, so love to have, you know, beginners and experts all on the stream here. You know, that's the beautiful thing about community. We can all connect here. Chat says TradeOvate is the same and has a better platform in my humble opinion. I am interested in looking at TradeOvate, but right now Ninja Trader is my baby. I'm very familiar with Ninja Trader and just all the shortcuts. Uriel asked, have I have a trade until now? I have not. I did have a trade last night, but not today. We do have a second entry long with confirmation bouncing off of this spiking channel. Let's see if we can get this. I'm gonna try to go long here. I'm gonna go with one contract because I'm not sure at all. I'm not confident at all on this one, but I'm gonna take it because I see the setup with a spiking channel, and we're gonna try to go long here. I don't like how we made a lower high here and then we're starting to reverse, but I'm seeing we're bouncing off 20 MA. I'm seeing we're bouncing off the spiking channel here. And we do have a higher low second entry here. So I'm gonna take this with one contract because I just don't feel confident with two contracts here. I'm okay losing one contract here. If this does reverse and hit this second entry. Hey, give me a 1 in the chat if I should take this second entry long here. A, B, C, second entry long. Off the 20 MA. Hey, tell me in the chat if I should take this long here. 1, yes. 2, no. If this does trigger. I'm gonna have my order primed up here. Woo! Did anyone see that? That was sketchy. That was a little sketchy. Did anyone just see that? It didn't trigger, and I'm glad it didn't. Okay, we have another. Okay, we have a failed breakdown now. That was a little sketchy. That was a little sketchy. I don't know if anyone else saw that volatility spike. Ooh, I don't like these dojis. It's 2 dojis in a row. I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. Is this a reversal here? That was crazy how fast that spiked down. Yeah, these dojis are scaring me. Huh. Because of 2 dojis, I cannot take this. Unfortunately, I don't like these dojis. 2 dojis in a row, showing some consolidation here. John, yo, my man. Hey, throw some love to John. That is some gutsy move. Congrats, man. Congrats. Wow. That could have been really bad for you, but good job. We do have our second entry longs triggered here. The 2 dojis though are making me not want to take it, but we do have a double hit showing us support here. I kind of want to take this still, but the dojis are stopping me. Unfortunately, the 2 dojis in a row. We do have a Pikachu setting up here to go short. Yeah, that's the thing about limit orders. If you're gonna go limit order, you gotta put it far away because it can do that. But hey, it worked out for you this time. Should I take this long? My pandas. We have a 2-legged pullback, failed breakdown on this spiking channel. Man, I kind of want to take it. I'm going to take it here. If it comes back down, I'm going to take this. If it fills me, I'm gonna gun in here. It makes a perfect scalp at the 75s. I just like how it came down, failed breakdown, comes back into the channel here. Giving us a little confirmation that this channel is good. Let's see if I can get filled here. I think I'll get filled here. Touched my target. Touched my... Alright, I'm in this trade. Maybe I could swing this a little bit. What do you guys think? Should I swing this? If this is like a breakout, then this could swing pretty high. This could swing up forever. Well, let's focus on the scalp first. I think if it does go up, we could swing pretty high here. Let's just get our scalp, if we can get it. Three dojis in a row. I typically don't take this, but I like how it breaks down here, comes back up into our channel. I do like that price action. Giving us another doji. We're staying clean above the 20 MA. I mean, it could reverse and stop me out, and that's fine, but I just see a good trade here. And I gotta take this trade, in my opinion. But I'm trying to think if I should actually increase my price target. I'm gonna increase it a little bit here. I just feel like if this does go up and we stay in this spiking channel, I want to get a little bit more out of this. I could be completely wrong here, but typically what would happen is you have the 1 to 2 here. This 1 to 2 should be hit, in my opinion, if we're going to swing up here. If this is going to be a genuine swing trade, we have a 1 to 2 risk ratio with this signal bar here. We do hit a double top here. That's concerning. Let's see what happens here. If I lose, it's okay. I don't like how this is happening here. Okay, we ended green, that's good. I don't like our micro double top at the moment. We are staying above the 20 EMA. We're clearing above the 20 EMA. Okay, let's get our push up. Let's get our push up here. I would like it if we could get to the 1 to 2 risk ratio. That'd be nice. I might come to break even if we hit our points. Should I just scalp out the point, or should I try to swing this? Hey, 1 in the chat if I should swing this, 2 if I should just take my scalp if it happens. feel pretty confident on a swing here, to be honest. But okay, there's a scalp right there. 1 point scalp made. Alright, most of you guys think I should just scalp out. I could get greedy here. If I had a runner, I wouldn't even have to even, you know... It wouldn't be a question. Alright, I scalped out. Let's go, baby. Hey, money's money. I scalped out. Let's go, baby. Hey, I scalped out because it was too choppy for me. I felt like it was very strong because we're just above the 20 EMA like this, but because of so many dojis in a row, it just decreases the chances that this would really go up higher. But I just scalped out just because I was on one contract and it was my only profits. If I had a runner, I probably would be stopped out of my runner already. But yeah, it was enough for a scalp right there. Let's go, baby. Kevin Fellows, this is the weirdest price action I've seen in the morning. Yep, it's very weird. Kind of spiked up and now we're kind of going sideways now. I'm trying to find my correct spiking channel here. I'm thinking it's this, but glad I scalped out. Glad I scalped out right now because I would be sweating. But that was a close call because that made exactly... I came with a retracement. It's the only reason why I got out. I actually didn't make a perfect scalp. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This guy needs to chill out. Whew, I'm glad I scalped out. My pandas, I'm glad I scalped out. This is starting to reverse now. But we are approaching the bottom of this spiking channel now. Created by this pivot low, this pivot low. Yeah, AG Trade does have a good point. There is some announcements today, so typically before announcements, it just kind of just chops for a while, and then when an announcement hits, it just goes crazy. We are getting a hit on the channel here on the spiking channel. We do have a Pikachu setting up. Pikachu forming here. That itself was a Pikachu, but we have another Pikachu I'd be more interested in. But man, this is not indicative of a strong breakout. I'll just say that right now. Does not mean it can't keep going up, but this is not what you're expecting when you see a breakout. When you see a breakout, you want strong bull bars ending near their high. But this is just chop, making me think we'll probably come back into the trading range. Okay, Pikachu's lost. I just wanted to use my Pikachu emoticon. Uriel thinks the market's going to go down now. Kevin says, sell as applicable. Kevin asks, do I want to just buy with a trend at 2 Eastern and hold on, or sell as applicable? And that's up to you. I cannot give that kind of advice. John was filled. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, give John some love. I think he took that Pikachu short. Congrats to you guys. who took this short. In my opinion, it's just too choppy for me. Coming back into the trading range most likely. Now, gonna come back down. Maybe to yesterday's close. It's hard to see yesterday's close because the trading range indicator is right on top of it. But yesterday's close, as you can see, a little teeny sliver of it right there, but it's this red line here. It's basically where the bottom of this trading range indicator is at the moment. Aspect Nation asks, how do I draw the blue triangle? If you right click, go to drawing tools, you can see the rectangle tool. I have a hotkey set for it because I like to draw all these rectangles for trading ranges, so I have a hotkey set for it. This was your lower high setup for those who were in this trade. So think about like anything, there's always a bear case and a bull case, right? The bull case was spiking channel. The bear case is major trend reversal. Break a trend, retest the highs, higher low setup. It was a Pikachu, enough to give you points. So there's always a bear case, always a bull case at any point in time. How do I know this? Well, because there's always bulls and bears. In every single transaction, there's a bull and there's a bear. Kurt says maybe FBA short and then long. Spike and then trading range now at the moment. Trading range balancing on top of this trading range at the moment. I don't know what FBA stands for, Kern. You're gonna have to expand on FBA. What is FBA? Craig thinks it's going to go down now because we have a double top here. You know, the thing is about this breakdown is that there's no follow through. There's no follow through here. But this could be a trap here, setting up. If this trap does trigger, then it might be worth taking this trap. Yep, as John says, second entry long. Fail second entry long. Thomas McDonald says, how many contracts are you trading at the moment? Also, what's your average target stop loss? I'm trading 2 contracts, but I traded only 1 contract here because I wasn't certain what was going to happen. But I'm trading 2 contracts, 1 scalp, 1 runner, and my risk reward is 1 to 4 for scalping. FBA saying failed breakout, gotcha. That's what I thought, FBA. I'm not sure what the A was. Failed breakout. Right now I'm just like, this is just sideways chop to me. And you know, if anything, this could be a failed second entry long here. And the tricky thing is that we're actually in a trading range. So either, you know, if you take this failed second entry long here, then you're going to be shorting into the bottom of this trading range, thinking that, you know, we're going to break down here, or thinking we're going to reverse this trend here, or you could be shorting into the bottom of the trading range, which is a bad idea. And, you know, you actually want to come and go long. So you got 2 conflicting things going on at the same time. Yeah, so Ryan Ridge says, you know, micro range instead of breakout. So it's like we have 2 things that's going on. We don't know if it's gonna, you know, be in this range. We don't know if it's gonna fail breakout. If this is a major trend reversal, like, you know, double top here, triple top essentially. You know, we're not sure what's gonna happen. If this trap does trigger though, I'm torn if I should take this trap or not. I just feel like we're just too choppy. We're too typically what does happen is like after a spike, you go into a trading range. This is kind of one of the scenarios I said we might go into. And either we spike in channel or trading range. And this is what's happening right now with the trading range. I'm not going to take this short here. For those who want to take this short, you know, thoughts and prayers to you. But I'm not going to take this short. I just feel like we're in a trading range at the moment. Notice how the top of this trading range is balancing above the trading range indicator, this red line. This could be an H4 setup. Not an L4. This will be an H4. H4, right? Yeah, H4. I got really lucky with this scalp. I just, looking back right now, I got so lucky. You know what I will take is, if this goes down and comes back up, I'll take this H4 setup. Two-legged pullbacks in a row. A, B, C, the first pullback. A, B, C. If it does trigger, it will be a two-legged pullbacks in a row, which I'd be interested in, but it's not happening. We're getting a triple micro triple bottom here. Falcon One says, what short are you talking about? I'm talking about this short here, this trap. So there's a second entry long here. A, B, C, and this second entry long right now currently has not made a point yet. So when it reverses, this is a trap, and this is what this magenta 4 is with the diamond. So if this hits this diamond here, it's going to be a trap triggered. But for me, I'm going to trade it more as an H4. Yeah, H4 means it's going to go high. L4 means it's going to go low. I'm actually interested in going long here if it does happen. I don't want what happened to John. I don't know what happened to me. I'm putting my target low, my middle order low here. If this does hit, I'm going to take this second entry long here. Thinking we're going to have a failed breakdown. Also, trading range. H4 setup as well. If it makes more than a point, that's pretty strong. That looks like it's going to want to break down. No longer interested in this trade. Strong bear bar coming down. Still hasn't made a point yet. Needs one more tick to make a perfect scalp. Perfect scalp made. So you could still be potentially trapped here in this trap. But strong bear bar, no follow through as you can see. So even though, you know, strong bear bars alone are not very significant, but strong bear bars with follow through is significant. This one bull bar in itself doesn't mean much, but this bull bar with follow through means a lot. We're coming back into our trading range. This could be a failed breakdown. John got his scalp short at 41.8475. Congrats to you. Hey, you just scalped out. Perfect scalp. That's for you. Not follow through, but neither a reversal actually. So now absolute scalp made. This trap was good to take. Failed breakdown. Coming back to the opening. Coming back to the 240 SMA. I was hesitant. I was really hesitant there, but maybe I should have taken it. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously I didn't take it. I just was not sure. I just saw this trading range starting to appear, and I just was not sure. So it looked like there was gonna be no follow through, but then look at it ended as a doji, and that was enough for the bears to say, okay, that's good enough. I'm gonna just sell the close. They sold it and it made this spike down. Bears are waiting for this confirmation. That's another type of trading. This is not the trading we're trying to do here, but that is another setup that you can do. That's more of an aligned with Al Brooks. If you guys are wondering where I learned two-legged pullbacks, well, two-legged pullbacks have been around since the beginning of trading. You know, the market has to move in these two-legged moves no matter what. And otherwise, the market will simply just look like this, just a straight line. You know, there always has to be some selling, some buying, right? So the two-legged moves are just essential to any market. But two-legged moves in certain contexts is a very high probable trade for a scalp. And the main people that I learned from is Mac from Price Action Trading System. He really focuses on two-legged pullback second entries. And he has some other stuff like lower highs and higher low setups. And so I would say like that's like, I would say that's like, you know, if you want to get introduced to two-legged pullbacks, you know, you got to go with Mac. But if you want to really learn price action and really understand the two-legged pullback in all of its glory, I guess, Al Brooks. Al Brooks teaches you how to read the price action. Mac teaches you the setup and some places where to take the setup, but I think his, honestly, it's really incomplete because he's missing a lot of the price. Like, if you look at his trades on his daily reviews, he doesn't go over any bad trades. Like, even with his system, he should go over some bad trades. And the thing is like, you know, when you look at price action, you can see the bad trades and you can see the good trades. And you know, I just think like it's a little. Obviously, he wants to market his system, right? So he's not gonna show like, oh yeah, this system, you can see that it fails all the time here. Like, yeah, you don't want a system like that, or at least market a system like that. But yeah, that's the probably main critique I have on Mac. He doesn't really go over any of his losing trades. He doesn't go over, even in his daily reviews, that this is a really good setup, just one of those that fail. You know, he doesn't really even do that. So it just makes me wonder, like, you know, you gotta learn from those things too. You gotta learn from what are the bad setups, what are the good setups. Mazhar Ali asks, one second. Sorry guys, Miss Panda came in with some treats. Hey, congrats to Frank Williamson. Got your one point, your scalp. Hey man, whenever anyone makes a point, man, always celebrate their wins. Celebrate anyone's wins here. Mazhar Ali asks, which Al Brooks course you recommend? I recommend his online course. I would say read his books, but his online course, it's amazing. It's actually like just top notch. But I would say right now, I will warn you, if it will feel like you are in getting a master's degree. That's what it feels like. Default name. Hey Panda, thank you for walking through the market live. Learned a lot. Awesome. Alshla Trust. I learned from day one traders, Max Pat's manual, and really cursory in my opinion. Definitely wouldn't have had a good understanding from Pat's manual alone. Okay. Okay. Donald Brooks asks, "Hey, Money, are you using Streamlabs OBS?" I am. Panda treats, yeah. Craig says, "Al is so dry, but he is good. He is the most driest." You know, if you have a hard time falling asleep, just turn on Al Brooks and he will put you to sleep right away. I got no good price action going on right now. I don't know what's happening here. Nothing to trade in my opinion. Overshoot, coming back into the channel. Getting choppy here. 4 overlapping bars at the moment. Don't got much here. I got my 1 scalp here, and that was a close call. That was probably actually a mistake. I mean, I made the scalp, but man, that was, you know, the fact that I just barely made it makes me think it was probably not a good scalp. I was banking on the spike in channel, but you know, that goes to show that most trading ranges, breakouts fail. I should have seen it happening once I saw this breakdown here with this Pikachu, and I saw another trap here. That might have been the clue. I'm gonna put that in the archives. Chaz Michael said, "I play Al Brooks videos in 2x because there's no way I could sit through an hour of that voice." Yo, Al Brooks has the most croakiest voice I've ever heard. It's incredible. It's like he's been smoking for like 50 years of his life. You know what? It could be the FOMC. We're just not getting anything good right now. This is just sloppy. Pushed up, top of the trading range, failed breakout. We have not yet actually retested this trend line. We did test it here, the spike. Crackfair says, "Watch the time of day. It is 10:43. I'm guessing he thinks, you know, at a certain point of the day, there could be a major trend reversal. Yeah, let's jump into the higher time frames. Maybe we got a good setup here. We're on the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. We hit the top of this channel on the 10K chart. I didn't even realize that. So I was going long into the top of this channel on the 10K chart. That's why these other time frames are nice. 5 minute, no 2-legged pullback. Actually, let me, actually there was a 2-legged pullback here. We're in a 2-legged pullback right now on the 5 minute. Very interesting. Maybe I will go on this 2-legged pullback on the 5 minute. A, B, C. Something's wrong here. Oh, I see in this one bar. That's tricky. A, B, C. The 5 minute is showing a 2-legged pullback here. Off the 20 EMA, off the 240 SMA. What's happening here? It's confusing. The 2K chart, it's too choppy for me. The 5 minute chart is showing me maybe it might be worth going long here to get a scalp, but nothing fantastic in my opinion. 10K chart also on the 20 EMA. I don't know. I feel like we're gonna just come to yesterday's close, which typically acts as a magnet. Man, I cannot talk. Frank Williams says, as a newbie, Al shows so many entries, it's hard to determine which I should get in at. I listen as I commute to work 2 hours each day. Yeah, I think for Al Brooks is like focus on 1 or 2 of his entries. You know, technically what I'm doing is I'm focusing on 2 of Al Brooks' entries. Well, really just 1. His 1 setup, the H4 or the H2 L2 setups, which is essentially 2-legged pullbacks, and also major trend reversals. So I like to use those in combination. Those are all on Al Brooks' website for free. You can look it up there if you want to learn how to do it. Just go to like top 10 setups or something. He has top 10 setups. So just gold in my opinion, for free. It's amazing. Kevin Fell says, Donald Brooks, don't be a shill. Yep, that's exactly what he is. I'm going to hide this user. Goodbye. Iracoin says, I think the market will try to go up and drop slowly to 41.78. At the end of the day, it should be very high. Okay. Okay, Ariel, you are entitled to your own opinion. Edward English says, you took that trade yesterday, swing until 41.88, 10.30, resistance, 90% chance. We do have a 2-legged pullback, but I'm not interested in this one. A, B, C. That is a 2-legged pullback forming here. Failed breakout. Coming back in. Overshoots this side. Overshoots this side. It's hard in my opinion. I don't know what to trade here. Maybe I should have taken these shorts, but it's just getting so choppy, I just cannot tell. Plus, we're above the 20 EMA, just floating above it. Failed breakout was the go-to call, which was a good call. Doji here, but it's a 2-legged pullback with a perfect scalp. In my opinion, we want to hit yesterday's low or yesterday's close, which is this. It is a red line here, but it's basically the bottom of this trading range. Unfortunately, we're not getting any trades. I mean, I guess it's expected because of the announcement later today. Just getting some price action that's just not tradable in my opinion for me. This 2-legged pullback does trigger to the upside. Oh, the 5-minute makes a perfect scalp. 10K chart, what are you telling me here? 10K chart resting above the 20 EMA, just chilling on top of the 20 EMA. 10K is just grinding up here. Just grinding up. Sorry, I'm jumping around my charts. I'm not seeing anything on the 2K chart, so seeing if I'm missing anything on the other time frames. Simply cannot, I cannot go long here. This is a second entry. Long though. Too choppy. Too choppy. Nate Nuts said, that's definitely both a blessing and a curse of Brooks. He talks about a lot of different kinds of entries and doesn't draw black and white lines about what's good or bad. Yeah, Al Brooks, the thing about Al Brooks, he's all about probability. He's like, every trade is good, every trade is bad. It's just how you trade your probabilities. right, Ferris. Grinding days kill my ulcer. Aspect Nation, is that a custom trend line indicator? It is not. It's custom in a sense where I drew it customly by myself, manually, but it's not an indicator. Malcolm asks, any thoughts on using the VWAP as another level of support resistance? It's basically an EMA that shows the same on every time frame. Right now, has a lot of bars bouncing off of it. I never used it. In my opinion, if it works for you, then please go ahead and use it. I'm not opposed to anyone using indicators. You know, if you want to fill your chart with indicators, go ahead, be my guest. If it helps you make money, then please do that. Whatever makes you money, continue to do. But for me and for this stream and this channel, we're trying to do just pure price action. We're trying to see basically on the charts, you know, anything that the VWAP can tell us, we can find out also on the charts here. It might not be exactly the same, but we're going to get similar information or enough information from the price action trading that that is necessary to be profitable. Not much to trade here. I'm not going to go short here. Like, look at this. This looks weird. Like, what am I looking at right now? Strange. It's like an amoeba. Don't really know what's happening. You know, strong bear bar, strong bull bar coming back up. I mean, you're just thinking trading range. SW Blaze asks, does a volume vary enough on the ES to matter? Well, the thing about tick charts, you're essentially trading the volume, price action to volume. So it's interesting. Chaz Michael says, where do you get 2K and 10K tick charts from? Every website says some other tick chart is the best. For instance, Investopedia says 144, so forth. Yeah, Investopedia says 144 and 233, 610. I think those are fib numbers, if I'm not mistaken. And the thing is, the reason why they chose those is because some trader a while back, I believe, used those, and it just kind of became the norm. But the reason why it's 2000 tick, well, it's because most of the viewers here trade a 2000 tick chart. Because most of the viewers here are familiar with MAC, price action trading system. So that's why I trade the 2000 tick chart. There were times where I traded other tick charts, but I figured that I would like to trade the charts that most of my viewers watch. And so I trade a 2000 tick chart. And for me, in order to get a bigger picture, I like to go 5x of whatever time frame I'm in to get another view of whatever I'm seeing. And so that's why I do the 10K chart, because that's 5 times more than a 2K chart. And so I like to use that in my price action trading. I like to use that in my reading charts. I like to have a tick frame or time frame 5x more than the current one I'm using. And so like if I'm trading the 5-minute, I'll probably do the 30-minute, right? And not the 25-minute, because I mean I like to just round to the closest one, but the 30 minutes, a round number, and it, it's closest than most people. Most likely will use a round number, Aspect Nations asks about the trend lines with the midline. That's channels. Yeah, this is just a channel native to NinjaTrader. It's a channel tool. I think I have to put that in frequently asked questions. A lot of people ask that, but basically if you want this midline, double click on any channel that you make, and if you go towards the bottom of the settings, there is a setting to set up levels. Just set up the 50% level. Wayne Peters asks, how old are you, man? I'm in my mid-30s, my friend. E-mini. Yep, I agree. The markets have been moving very slowly. And it's because we're just grinding. We're just grinding. If you look at the daily, look at what we've been doing. We've just been in this trading range. I'm waiting for this second entry to trigger on the daily charts, and I want to go short. That's what I'm waiting for. But until it happens, 10K chart giving us nothing. We're getting nothing here, guys. Sorry, guys. Hey, sorry the stream was kind of lame. Let's see. Where are we on our likes here? We are at 132 likes, not even close to our 300. So I knew it would be impossible to reach that 300. I don't think you guys will ever get to it. But hey, thanks for joining the stream. I'm gonna shut it down at 11 o'clock here. So hey, let me know in the chat how you felt about the stream. Give me an emoticon, what you thought. Unfortunately, we didn't have much price action to trade today. It's just because I think we have this FOMC thing coming up, and it's just trickling here, just trickling. So let me know in the chat what you thought about the stream. Let me know with an emoticon how you felt about it, and yeah, and trade safe. And as always, happy trading and God bless. You can only take what the market gives you, and this is part of scalping. This is part of trading. Just waiting, and it's nice that we have a community that we can wait together, and so yeah. That's the nice thing about community. These waiting periods, we can do it with others. Just waiting for good setup. No good setups in my opinion. But it's nice to be able to trade with the community. So get your bone. If you want to join, just hit that join button on YouTube. On YouTube, if you get out of full screen, if you're watching full screen, get out of the full screen and go to the you'll see a join button, and you can just become a panda. Shiloh, thanks for joining us every morning. I also enjoy your guys' company and your feedback and just interactions with you guys, so do appreciate it. I'm just reading this right now. That just made a scalp. Very interesting that made a scalp. Okay, anyways, hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.